Good morning, students. Welcome to online platform of Shri Academy. Today in this video we are going to start the new chapter named The World in the Wall. The World in a Wall. So let's start the chapter. We will go through first word meaning. Okay, the first word is shyest. Nervous and uncomfortable about meeting and speaking to people. Showing that somebody feels like this. लोगों से मिलने और बात करने में घबराहट और बेचैनी अनुभव करने वाला, संकोची, शर्मीला, संकोच दिखने वाला. Second, crouching, to bend your legs and body so that you are close to the ground. टांगों और शरीर को ऐसे झुकाना कि ज़मीन तक पहुंच जाए या फिर सिकुड़ कर बैठना. Okay. Now we are going to do the chapter. So this story is written by Gerald Durrell. He was born in 1925 and he died in 1995. He was a zookeeper and conservationist and a naturalist born in Jamshedpur. So Gerald Durrell was born in Jamshedpur. Where is Jamshedpur? In India. He founded the Durrell Wildlife Conservation Trust and Jersey Zoo. He found wildlife conservation and he also started Jersey Zoo. He wrote many books about animals and made many television series also. This extract is from his best-selling book, My Family and Other Animals, that describes the time Durrell family spent on Greek island of Corfu. So, as we have read, Gerald Durrell was a zookeeper and he was a conservationist. As he was a zookeeper, so he loved animals very much. He had great affection for animals. So before starting the chapter, let's go through some preface. In this very humorous extract, the author, with his immutable eye for detail, observes the habits of tiny but feared scorpion. Read this narration of an incident involving the author's family and that of scorpion. The short story is written by Gerald Durrell, is a part of his autobiographical account, My Family and Other Animals. So in this story, we will come to know about what happened when Gerald Durrell brought a scorpion into his house. So let's start the story. But the shyest and the most self-effacing of the whole community were most dangerous. But the shyest and most self-effacing means self-effacing, very modest of the whole community. The people who lived under the wall were very shyest. They do not used to come in front of other, and they were very modest. Were the most dangerous, and being very modest and shyest, they were most dangerous. You hardly ever saw one unless you looked for it, and you hardly ever saw that kind of creature, those who lives in wall. Hardly you see it unless you looked for it. And yet there must have been several hundred living in the cracks of the wall. And the writer is saying that in the cracks of the wall, hundreds of living, that means hundreds of that kind of creatures are living in the cracks of wall. Slide a knife blade carefully under the piece of loose plaster and lever it gently away from the brick, and there, crouching beneath it, it would be a little black scorpion, an inch long. So the writer is saying that put the knife blade carefully under the crack, under the loose plaster, and lever it so that the plaster get away from the brick, and there is a scorpion. So यहाँ पे राइटर क्या बता रहे हैं बच्चों? राइटर बता रहे हैं कि जो वॉल में क्रिएचर्स रहते हैं वो बहुत ही शाई होते हैं, बहुत ही मॉडेस्ट होते हैं, बट बहुत डेंजरस होते हैं. आप उन्हें तब तक नहीं देख पाते हैं जब तक कि आप उन्हें देखने की कोशिश ना करें. और वो बता राइटर यहाँ पे किसी को नरेट कर रहे हैं, डायरेक्ट कर रहे हैं कि ब्लेड जो है वो केयरफुली लूज प्लास्टर के पीस के अंदर डालो और लीवर उसको जेंटली धीरे से ऊपर उठाओ, जिससे कि ब्रिक से वो प्लास्टर अलग हो जाएगा और वहाँ पे क्या मिलेगा? अ स्कॉर्पियन. और वो कितना बड़ा है? एन इंच लॉन्ग, 1 इंच बड़ा है. Looking as through he was made out of polished chocolate, and he was shining like he was made out of polished chocolate. They were weird looking things with their flattened oval bodies, their neat crooked legs, and enormous crab like claws, bulbous and neatly joined as armor, and the tail like a string of brown beads ending in a string like a rose thorn. And now the writer is explaining the look of the scorpion, how it looked him. It looked him like a polished chocolate. The scorpion was looking very weird. Why it was weird means ajeeb. It was looking weird. Why it was looking weird? Because the writer is saying that scorpions have oval body but flattened. That means they are not fat, they are flattened, and they have crooked legs, enormous crab like claws, bulbous, bloated, and neatly joined as armor, and the tail like a string of brown beads ending in a string like rose thorn. और उनकी जो टेल होती है वो ब्राउन बीड्स की लगती है और उसका एंड कैसा दिखता है? कांटों के गुलाब की तरह. The scorpion would lie there quite quietly as you examined him. और स्कॉर्पियन क्या है? वहाँ पे चुपचाप पड़ा रहेगा अगर आप उसे एग्जामिन करते हैं. Only raising his tail in an almost apologetic gesture of warning if you breathe too hard on him. And the writer is saying if you breathe hard, that means if you blow air on him, at the time he will just raise his tail in an apologetic gesture. If you keep him in the sun too long, he would simply turn his back on you and walk away. And if you keep the scorpion under the sun, he will turn his back and he will move away, and then slide slowly but firmly under another section of plaster. And then what he will do? He will go on to the another section of the plaster. That means they are fond of living in the walls. I grew very fond of these scorpions. I found them to be pleasant. Here the writer is saying that he likes scorpions very much, and he finds them very pleasant. Unassuming creature with unassuming creature means simple creature, shy of attention, with on the whole the most charming habits. And he's saying, the writer is saying that the scorpions have very charming habits. That means whatever the activities are done by the scorpions seems charming to writer. Okay, students, This is enough for today's video. In the next video, we will do the remaining portion of the story. All of you watch the videos properly, complete your work. If you have any problem, you can call and ask me. Thank you.